My friends, the very first step on the path of transformation is clarity of purpose. A man without a goal is like a ship without a rudder, drifting wherever the winds and currents may push it. But a man with a definite goal, written and burning in his heart, is like a ship with engines roaring and a compass fixed toward its destination. For the next 90 days, your first and most sacred duty is this: decide exactly what you want. Not what society tells you, not what your neighbors expect of you, not what fleeting whims whisper into your ear. Decide what you want, clearly, boldly, and without apology. When you have decided, do not let that goal live in the mist of imagination alone. Take pen to paper. Write it down. Writing crystallizes thought. Writing takes the dream from the invisible and makes it visible. When you write down a goal, you declare to yourself and to the world, this is where I am going. This is who I am becoming. Do not write in vague terms. Vague goals produce vague results. Do not say, I want to be successful. Success has 1,000 definitions. Define it for yourself. Say instead, within 90 days, I will save $1,000. Or, within 90 days, I will reduce my body weight by 10 pounds. Or, within 90 days, I will launch my business. State your goal with precision, as though you are drawing a blueprint for your own destiny. But my friends, do not stop at writing. Carry that goal with you. Place it where your eyes will see it each morning as you rise, and each night as you prepare for rest. Speak it aloud with faith. For when you repeat a goal with conviction, you are not merely talking. You are programming the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind is the silent architect of your future. When you read your goal in the morning, you give direction to your day. You command your thoughts, your words, your actions to move in alignment with your purpose. When you read it at night, you send your desire deep into your subconscious, allowing your mind to work on it while you sleep. This simple practice alone can transform your life in 90 days. Let me warn you, the world will test your seriousness. The moment you decide and declare your goal, obstacles will rise, distractions will call, doubts will whisper. But that written statement becomes your anchor. When storms come, and they will, you will hold to your written goal like a sailor holds to the mast, and the storm will pass. Think of every great achievement in history. Before the bridge was built, it was written. Before the tower rose, it was drawn. Before the empire was formed, it was planned. Nothing great has ever come to life until it was first committed to writing. Your dream deserves the same honor. For the next 90 days, write your goal. Read it. Speak it. Live it. Do not waver. Do not alter it unless you truly discover a greater calling within you. Let it be the compass of your decisions, the spark of your actions, the song of your thoughts. At the end of 90 days, you will discover something astonishing. It was not just your circumstances that changed. It was you. You will walk with sharper focus, with stronger discipline, with a burning conviction that the world bends to the will of one who knows precisely what he wants and refuses to let it go. So, my friends, begin here. Take the pen. Write the goal. Fix your eyes upon it. Speak it until it is alive within you. For the man who writes his goal and lives by it for 90 days is no longer a dreamer. He is a creator. And creation is the highest power a human being can wield. My friends, the greatest battlefield in life is not the marketplace, not the political arena, not even the wars fought between nations. The greatest battlefield is the silent space between your ears, your own mind. Win there and you win everywhere. Lose there and no amount of wealth, luck, or opportunity will save you. For the next 90 days, I challenge you to take complete command of your thoughts. Discipline your mind as a general disciplines his army. For what are your thoughts? They are the seeds of your destiny. A single thought, if repeated with feeling, becomes a belief. That belief directs your decisions, your actions, your habits, and ultimately your results. Here is a truth you must accept. Every thought you allow to dwell in your mind shapes your future. If you dwell on weakness, you become weak. If you dwell on fear, you become paralyzed. If you dwell on poverty, you attract lack. But if you dwell on strength, you grow strong. If you dwell on courage, you take bold action. If you dwell on abundance, opportunities seem to find you. For 90 days, I ask you to become a strict guardian at the gate of your mind. When a negative thought approaches, whether of failure, doubt, envy, or fear, you must stop it as a soldier stops an intruder. Do not entertain it, do not argue with it, do not give it a place to rest. Replace it instantly with a positive, life-giving thought. If your mind says, I cannot do this, immediately answer, I can and I will. If it whispers, I may fail, declare, I am destined to win. At first, this discipline will feel like a burden. Your old habits of thought will resist. Years of worry, doubt, and negativity will rise like ghosts demanding attention. But hold fast. Each time you replace a negative thought with a positive one, you strengthen the muscles of your mind. Just as the body grows stronger with repeated exercise, the mind grows stronger with repeated discipline. Understand this: your subconscious mind cannot reject a thought. It accepts whatever you impress upon it. If you repeat defeat, your subconscious builds failure. If you repeat success, your subconscious builds victory. That is why you must control what you feed it every day. For 90 days, feed it only faith, confidence, vision, and determination. Here is a simple practice. Carry an affirmation with you, written on a card. It may say, I am disciplined, focused, and destined for success. Read it in the morning, throughout the day, and before sleep. Each time a destructive thought arises, use this affirmation as a sword to cut it down. Over 90 days, this practice will transform your inner dialogue from one of limitation to one of unstoppable power. But beware, your environment will test you. You will hear others complain, criticize, and speak words of fear. Do not absorb them. Just as you would not drink poison, refuse to drink their words. Protect your mind as you would protect your very life. And remember this law: you become what you think about most of the time. So ask yourself daily, what am I thinking about right now? Is it leading me toward my goal or away from it? If the answer is away, change the thought immediately. This single habit can rewrite the entire course of your life. After 90 days of disciplined thinking, you will notice a profound shift. Problems that once defeated you will now appear as challenges you are eager to conquer. Fear that once chained you will have lost its grip. Confidence will radiate from you because you have trained your mind to obey your will. So I say to you, discipline your thoughts relentlessly. Do not give fear an inch, for it will take a mile. Do not give doubt a moment, for it will steal your lifetime. For the next 90 days, think only of victory, act only with faith, and believe only in your success. When you master your mind, you master your destiny. My friends, the greatest enemy of mankind is not ignorance, nor is it poverty. It is inaction. Millions dream, millions desire. Millions imagine themselves standing on the mountaintop of success. Yet they remain at the base of the mountain, staring upward, never taking the first step. Thought without action is a barren seed. Faith without action is a hollow shell. A dream without action is a cruel deception. For the next 90 days, your watchword must be action. Not occasional action, not someday action, but daily, consistent action. Each and every day, you must take a step, large or small, toward your definite goal. Do not be deceived into believing that progress comes only in great leaps. No, my friends, progress is made in steady, relentless steps. A mountain is climbed not by one giant leap, but by placing one foot before the other, day after day, until the summit is reached. So it is with your destiny. Too many wait for perfect conditions. They say, I will begin when the time is right. The truth is, the time will never be perfect. The right time is not tomorrow, not next week, not next year. The right time is now, today. Every day you delay, you drift farther from your dream. Every day you act, you move closer. For 90 days, resolve this. I will act daily, no matter how small the step may seem. If you are building a business, make the call, send the email, learn the skill. If you are improving your health, take the walk, skip the unhealthy meal, drink the water. If you are pursuing knowledge, read the page, write the note, study the lesson. These steps may seem small, but compounded over 90 days, they create unstoppable momentum. Consider this truth: small daily actions are like drops of water upon stone. One drop does nothing, but day after day, the water carves even the hardest rock. So too will your daily actions carve the path to your success. But beware, inaction will disguise itself in many forms. It will whisper, "I am too tired today. I will start tomorrow." It will say, "This step is too small to matter." It will argue, "I will wait until I have more time, more money, more resources." Reject these lies. A small step today is greater than a giant step never taken. Here is a practice each morning before the day begins. Write down one action, just one, that you will take toward your goal. Do it without fail. At the end of 90 days, you will have taken 90 purposeful actions. Tell me, how could a man or woman act 90 times toward a goal and remain in the same place? Impossible? Action guarantees progress. And here lies a secret. Action breeds confidence, while inaction breeds doubt. Each time you act, even in a small way, your faith grows stronger. Each time you delay, your doubts grow louder. Would you rather live with confidence or with doubt? The answer lies in the steps you take today. Think also of momentum. Once a wheel begins to turn, it becomes easier to keep it spinning. But a wheel at rest requires great effort to move. Your daily actions are the push that starts your wheel of success. Once it is moving, it will carry you forward with power greater than you imagined. At the end of 90 days, when you look back, you will see the miracle of compounded action. 90 days of calls, of learning, of exercising, of writing, of building, small acts, but together, they become a mountain of progress, and you will stand taller, for you will know that you did not wait, you did not excuse, you did not hesitate, you acted. So, my friends, engrave these words upon your heart. Do something today, no matter how small, that moves you closer to your dream. Act daily. Act relentlessly. Act until action itself becomes your nature. For the man who acts daily for 90 days will not only reach his goal, he will become unstoppable. My friends, no seed can flourish in poisoned soil. No flower can bloom in darkness. And no man or woman can rise to greatness while living in a toxic environment. Your environment, the people you associate with, the words you hear, the habits you practice, the atmosphere you breathe, shapes you more than you realize. If you wish to transform your life in 90 days, you must fiercely guard the ground in which your dreams are planted. Consider this: your mind is a garden. Every word, every influence, every idea that enters it is a seed. Some seeds produce weeds, fear, doubt, laziness, and despair. Others produce fruit, faith, courage, discipline, and hope. But here is the law: your garden cannot distinguish between seeds. It will grow whatever is planted. If you allow weeds to take root, they will choke the flowers. If you plant only fruitful seeds, your garden will overflow with abundance. For 90 days, you must become the vigilant gardener of your environment. First, examine the people around you. Do they lift you up or drag you down? Do they speak words of encouragement or words of limitation? Are they builders or destroyers? If a man constantly surrounds himself with complainers, he will soon complain. If a woman constantly listens to those who doubt, she will soon doubt herself. But surround yourself with dreamers, with doers, with believers, and their fire will ignite your own. This does not mean you must hate those who are negative, but it does mean you must protect yourself. Just as you would not willingly breathe in poison, do not willingly absorb words of despair. Limit your exposure. Refuse to let their thoughts become your thoughts. Second, examine the information you consume. What do you watch? What do you read? What do you listen to? Every book, every video, every conversation is either feeding your faith or feeding your fear. For the next 90 days, feed your mind only with what strengthens you. Read biographies of great achievers, listen to messages of victory, fill your mind with ideas that expand your vision. Replace gossip with learning, replace distraction with wisdom. Third, examine your physical environment. Is it cluttered, chaotic, and draining? Or is it orderly, clean, and inspiring? A cluttered desk breeds a cluttered mind. A chaotic room breeds a chaotic spirit. But a clean and organized space invites clarity and focus. Spend time each day setting your environment in order. It is not wasted effort. It is preparation for greatness. Understand this. Your environment is either your ally or your enemy. If it is filled with negativity, even the strongest will struggle to rise. If it is filled with positivity, even the weakest will find strength. The man who guards his environment fiercely builds a fortress of faith around his mind. Within that fortress, nothing can destroy him. But here is the greatest danger: many people allow their environment to shape them unconsciously. They say, "I cannot help it. It is just the way things are." No, my friends, you are not a victim of your environment. You are the architect of it. You choose what you listen to. You choose whom you associate with. You choose whether to plant weeds or flowers in the soil of your mind. For the next 90 days, I urge you remove yourself from destructive voices, even if they come from those closest to you. Limit time with the doubters and expand time with those who inspire. If you cannot find them in person, find them in books, in speeches, in recordings of the great minds who walked before us. Let their voices become your companions. At the end of 90 days, you will notice something extraordinary. Your energy will rise, your focus will sharpen, your faith will deepen. Why? Because you will have created an environment that nourishes growth instead of choking it. So guard your environment as you would guard your life. Do not permit weeds to grow in your garden. Protect your mind, your associations, your habits, and your space. For the soil you plant determines the harvest you reap. And if for 90 days you guard it fiercely, your harvest will be nothing less than victory. My friends, words are not mere sounds. Words are forces. Every word you speak carries energy, and that energy shapes your destiny. Words have built nations, launched revolutions, inspired men to climb mountains and cross oceans. And words have also destroyed kingdoms, broken hearts, and crushed the dreams of millions. What you say is not idle, it is creative. It builds or it destroys. For the next 90 days, I urge you to discipline your speech as carefully as you discipline your thoughts. For your words are the outward expression of your inner belief. When you speak weakness, you invite weakness. When you speak strength, you awaken strength. When you declare victory, your subconscious mind begins to act as if the victory were already won. Consider this: your subconscious does not know the difference between truth and falsehood. It accepts whatever you feed it with repetition and emotion. If you constantly say, "I cannot, I am not able, I am unlucky, I am poor," your subconscious receives those commands and builds your reality around them. But if you say with conviction, "I can, I will, I am capable, I am destined to prosper," then your subconscious goes to work to make those words flesh. For 90 days, I want you to guard your tongue as though it were a golden key to your destiny. For indeed it is. Never again allow words of defeat to pass your lips. If you stumble, do "I am clumsy." Say, "I am learning." If you face a setback, do not say, "I have failed." Say, "I am preparing for victory." If money is short, do not say, "I am broke." Say, "I am temporarily short of cash, but wealth is on its way." Some will mock this as mere positive talk. But let me tell you the truth: your words are commands to your subconscious, and your subconscious commands your actions. Speak defeat, and you will act defeated. Speak victory, and you will act victorious. Here is a practice each morning. Declare aloud at least 5 affirmations that reflect the life you are creating. Stand tall, breathe deeply, and speak with power. For example, I am disciplined, focused, and unstoppable. I am worthy of success, and abundance flows to me. If I attract opportunities and act boldly upon them, if I persist until I win, I live with purpose and power every day. Do not whisper these words timidly. Speak them as a commander gives orders to his army. Speak them with certainty, with fire, with conviction. For 90 days, let your own voice become your greatest motivator. Also use your words to uplift others. Speak encouragement, not criticism. Tell a friend, "I believe in you." Tell a colleague, "You have the power to succeed." For every time you strengthen another with your words, you strengthen yourself. Your words become a fountain of life, and you will find people drawn to your presence because your speech carries hope. But beware, careless speech can undo what discipline builds. Gossip poisons. Complaining weakens, criticism drains. For 90 days, refuse to gossip, refuse to complain, refuse to criticize. When tempted, remain silent or redirect the conversation toward possibility. Soon, you will find your silence more powerful than another's noise. At the end of 90 days, something remarkable will occur. You will notice that your words no longer sound like mere affirmations. They will sound like truth. Why? Because repetition builds belief. Belief directs action. Action creates results, and results confirm the words you once only spoke in faith. So, my friends, speak only words of power. Let your tongue become an instrument of creation, not destruction. For every word you utter is a seed planted in the soil of your future. Plant seeds of victory, and victory will grow. Plant seeds of abundance, and abundance will flourish. Guard your words, and they will guard your destiny. My friends, gratitude is not a polite gesture. It is a mighty force. Gratitude is the magnet that draws abundance, the light that reveals hidden opportunities, the bridge that connects desire with fulfillment. Without gratitude, riches turn to dust in your hands. With gratitude, even the smallest blessings multiply into greater ones. For the next 90 days, I urge you to practice gratitude, not casually, but with fierce intensity. Do not merely say, "I am thankful," as a routine phrase. Feel it. Express it with the full force of your heart. Gratitude is most powerful when it is lived, spoken, and felt deeply. Consider this truth: you cannot be angry and grateful at the same time. You cannot be fearful and grateful at the same time. You cannot be discouraged and grateful at the same time. Gratitude dissolves negative emotions as sunlight dissolves darkness. When you fill your mind with thanks, there is no room for doubt, fear, or despair. For 90 days, make it your daily discipline to write down at least 5 things for which you are grateful. They need not always be grand. It could be the food on your table, the roof above your head, the air in your lungs, the lessons learned from failure, the opportunity to try again. By writing them, you impress your mind with the truth that life is already abundant. Do not stop at writing. Speak your gratitude aloud. Each morning declare, "I am grateful for this new day and the chance to grow." Each night, before you rest, say, "I am grateful for every lesson and blessing today has brought." When you speak gratitude, you condition your subconscious mind to expect good, and expectation draws more good into your life. But here lies the secret: gratitude is not only for what you already have, it is also for what you seek. Begin now to thank life for the very things you are working toward, as though they were already yours. Say, "I am grateful for my growing success. I am grateful for the strength in my body. I am grateful for the wealth flowing into my life. I am grateful for the opportunities opening before me." By doing this, you activate a law of the mind. The subconscious cannot distinguish between gratitude for what is present and gratitude for what is yet to come. It works to make your gratitude a reality. Some will scoff and say, "Of why thank life for what I do not yet have?" But the wise know that gratitude is the language of faith. When you thank life for the unseen, you declare your confidence that it is on its way. And confidence is the soil in which miracles grow. For 90 days, also practice gratitude toward people. Thank those who help you, no matter how small their service. Thank those who inspire you, even if they do not know you personally. Thank even those who challenge you, for they sharpen your strength and reveal your true character. Gratitude toward others not only strengthens your spirit, but also builds bridges of goodwill that may open doors you never expected. At first, this practice may feel simple, even unnecessary, but continue and you will see its power unfold. You will notice your outlook brighten, your energy rise, your relationships deepen. You will attract opportunities because people are drawn to the spirit of gratitude. It is rare, it is refreshing, it is magnetic. At the end of 90 days, gratitude will no longer be something you do, it will be who you are. You will walk with the quiet confidence of one who knows that life is always working in his favor. You will no longer see obstacles as curses, but as teachers. You will no longer see setbacks as punishments, but as stepping stones. So, my friends, practice gratitude with fierce intensity. Write it, speak it, live it, breathe it. For gratitude is the golden key that unlocks abundance, the shield that protects against negativity, and the compass that points toward peace. 90 days of gratitude can transform not only your life, but your very soul. My friends, the road to any worthy goal is never straight, smooth, or easy. It is filled with curves, delays, obstacles, and opposition. The man who begins with excitement but quits at the first difficulty will never taste victory. The woman who starts with passion but abandons her path at the first setback will never know her true strength. Success belongs not to the fastest, not to the strongest, not even to the most talented. It belongs to the one who persists. Persistence is the iron quality that separates dreamers from achievers, pretenders from creators, and failures from victors. It is the power to continue when others would stop, to rise again when others would stay down, to march forward when the world shouts, "Turn back." For the next 90 days, you must make persistence your closest companion. Expect resistance. It will surely come. Life will test your resolve. Circumstances may turn against you, doors may close, voices of doubt may rise, and even your own mind may whisper, "Why continue?" It is useless. That is the very moment persistence is demanded. For when you push forward in spite of resistance, you prove that your desire is greater than your obstacles. Consider the miner who digs for gold. He strikes rock after rock, day after day, finding nothing. Many quit after weeks of effort, declaring, "It is hopeless." Yet history is filled with stories of men who stopped only a few feet from gold. Had they persisted, they would have uncovered the treasure. So it is with your dream. The treasure is there, but it yields only to the one who refuses to stop digging. For 90 days, commit to this principle: I will not stop, no matter how slow the progress, no matter how fierce the resistance, until I have given my full effort. Even if you move only an inch forward in a day, you are still moving forward. Momentum builds not in leaps, but in consistent steps, taken even when the path is steep. Understand this: persistence is not blind stubbornness. It is intelligent determination. It means adjusting your approach when one method fails, learning from mistakes, and trying again with renewed strength. The oak tree does not break the rock by striking it once. It does so by growing around it, year after year, until the rock splits under the pressure. So too must you adapt, bend, and persist until resistance gives way. There will be days in your 90-day journey when enthusiasm is low, when results seem invisible, when quitting feels easy. But remember, those who quit must live forever with regret, while those who persist earn the prize. Temporary defeat is not failure. It is the lesson that shapes your victory. Here is a practice: whenever you face resistance, ask yourself, what is the price of quitting? See clearly the loss of your dream, the waste of your effort, the pain of regret. Then ask, what is the reward of persisting? Picture the triumph, the pride, the life transformed. Let that vision fuel your steps forward. At the end of 90 days, you will discover that persistence has changed you. The obstacles that once terrified you will now look small. The failures that once discouraged you will now feel like teachers. You will stand stronger, not merely because of what you achieved, but because of who you became in the struggle. So, my friends, persist beyond resistance. Refuse to quit when the world says no. Refuse to surrender when the path grows dark. For the man who persists for 90 days builds a habit of persistence for life. And a life lived with persistence is a life where no dream is impossible, no goal too distant, no victory beyond reach. My friends, you now hold in your hands 7 mighty keys. 7 principles that can transform 90 days into the turning point of your entire life. Write a clear and definite goal. Discipline your thoughts relentlessly. Act daily, no matter how small the step. Guard your environment fiercely. Speak only words of power. Practice gratitude with fierce intensity. And persist beyond resistance. These are not idle suggestions. They are laws. Laws as unshakable as gravity, as certain as the rising sun. If you obey them, they will lift you upward. If you neglect them, they will leave you where you are. 90 days may appear short, but in truth, It is a lifetime in miniature. How you live those 90 days is how you will live your life. If you drift, you will continue to drift. If you discipline yourself, you will build strength. If you persist, you will rise. Do not wait for the perfect moment, for it will never come. Begin now. Begin today. Begin with the first step, however small, and let it lead you to the second, and then the third. At the end of 90 days, you will look back with wonder at the mountain you have moved, the chains you have broken, the power you have discovered within yourself. And when others ask, what miracle has happened in your life? You will smile and know the truth. It was no miracle at all. It was clarity. It was discipline. It was gratitude. It was persistence. It was 90 days of unwavering focus and determined action. So I say to you, take these 90 days and live them with fire. Live them with purpose. Live them with an intensity that leaves no room for doubt. For if you do, the man or woman who stands at the end of those 90 days will not be the same as the one who began. You will be stronger, greater, unshakable. Your destiny is waiting. The next 90 days are your test. Rise to it and claim the life that is rightfully yours.